but I will say this: I spent time in that stadium when I was a high school student here in town. So seeing something that has been part of the city for so long, something that I had even had visited as a child, to be recognized, it it does give a sense of pride, and joy, and I try to model that pride and joy of school. In this role as principal for DuPont Manual, you see that at pep rallies. You see that when I'm out at events. Just this is one of those little intrinsic motivations of pride and joy, that I get to experience.
Well, I mean, it feels great being it's the 100th year of the field. It's our senior year. I feel like we've done a lot. I mean, we've had the most winningest 4 years in manual team history, our senior class. So it just feels good knowing that we'll leave a good impact on the last team to play on the field.
When I got here, it was just amazing playing here. It was just filled with love. It was always fun playing at the field. And to know that we the last team that's gonna play on the field, and we went out there and balled. So my first time playing, so I scored twice. So like it was fun. It was a lot of energy.
The neat thing about the stadium, it opened in 1924. Obviously, we had already been playing football since 1893, so that was sort of fun to do the math of that, knowing that we'd already been playing 31 seasons of football prior to the stadium opening up, and then that now it had reached a 100-year milestone. I was telling people over there we want to be good parts of that community, but we also feel like we bring value to that community too. I don't think the Schnitzelburg community would be the same without Manual Stadium. It was there before the houses were there. I tell them all the time. Anytime anybody ever brings it up, I'm like, well, if I showed you the old pictures of Manual Stadium being built, it was an open field. It was there before the houses were there.
I think for the manual community, it's just yet another reason to think about, um, another reason to be proud of our school and proud of where we went to school. So as an alumni, there are several special things about Manual. For me, the kind of diversity of the school. I was one of the first years of the magnet program here, and I remember coming to this school and seeing people from all different parts of the community that had come in, and the experiences that I had at Manual Stadium football just forged those bonds.
Heartfelt memories. Well, one of my very first, more modern memories, is actually when I took over as principal here at DuPont Manual, and the very first graduation that I got to conduct for DuPont Manual was an outside graduation inside that stadium. But it was a very memorable experience, getting to stand there and preside over my first graduation.
There's a community around that stadium that, in essence, every athlete and every fan that's walked into there, every baseball player that played in the backside of that stadium and tried to, every right-handed batter that had to hit a ground rule double because the stands were so close, every foul ball that went off into a yard. It's been a long time kind of partnership between the community that lives there and that stadium, between the school, and then from every fan and athlete that's been through there. And getting an opportunity to celebrate that is special, to take those opportunities and do it, because it just doesn't happen that often. There aren't many places like that. And that's hard to understand until you point it out and celebrate it.